Happy solstice. So the energies have been coming in and daily they're getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And, sometimes what can happen is we peak during something like the solstice, but this to me feels like it's going to continue. And yes, it has to do with the solstice, and no, it doesn't. So I recently had shared information on what I was describing as like the cosmic washing machine, where we're being twisted and pulled and completely just rinsed clean. And how it is a difficult time. It's high energy, and many of us are feeling exhausted. We're feeling a little lost in moments. We're having a resurgence of energy, wounds, even physical things that we thought we had gone through are popping back up. And the reason why is because we have all of these aspects coming back in. So these are from, multiple timelines, parallel worlds, aspects of self, aspects that are within the realm. We have all of these things that are coming back in for us to reconcile. This is a period of reconciliation, to where we're kind of saying, okay, you know what? My timeline spinned off in this direction over here. What did I learn? Let me integrate it. And while it's not on this conscious level for the most part, some of you might be experiencing clearings, like understanding things on the conscious level. Others of you may not be. Most of us are not understanding everything that's coming in. What we understand is that we're not comfortable. What we understand is that the body's hurting, that, there's just different aches and pains, or there is triggering happening. That's what we understand in this conscious portion. But in the unconscious portion, there is tremendous amounts going on right now. And it's not the easiest. And so this morning, as I was waking up, I actually was waking up talking. And I realized I was in a full conversation with Jesus and Mary Magdalene. I was working at the level, like the ascended master level. And I was talking with them about how this process is going, because I noticed what happened on the 12/12 is we went into this energetic portal. We're still in it. And I don't know that we're going to get out of it until possibly the end of January is what it feels like to me. And in this energetic portal, if you will, it's like a corridor, is where we're in the midst of doing this great reconciliation. So when I was talking to them, what Yeshua shared with me was that the biggest issue is the human resistance. So the soul is like, okay, I'm gung-ho, I'm going down this path. But the human, which, includes the inner child, the shadow, it's all of our fears, it's all of the programming, it's all of our fun stuff. The human is the one that's going, I don't know if I need to go down that path. That path is scary and it's a risk, and what do I do? And it's that resistance that's making it more difficult. So, let's say that there's a path that you are feeling pulled to, but maybe it's the people around you are saying, you can't do that. That's too risky. Or you have other responsibilities, or, things like that. We all know how it can be. But your soul is going, that's the path. And what will happen is things that are not that path will crumble. And that's painful. But if we had just dropped the resistance, dropped the programming, we wouldn't have needed the crumble. And so that's really important for us to understand, that any place that we're finding like this is, I'm seeing my patterns are coming back up. I'm seeing that I exchanged one box for another box. Anywhere that you're seeing that, this is really good for you to understand and just go, all right, I get it. I'm being pushed onto a path. Doesn't mean it's comfortable, but it's the way that we're being navigated to go for the highest growth, the highest good of our entire expression. And so it can be difficult and it can be really uncomfortable. And another thing that we have to understand is that where we have aspects coming back in that maybe hadn't healed an injury or a wound, it's now resurfacing, but you've done it once. The pathway is there. You can just do it again, and it'll be faster and easier. Remember how you shifted yourself the first time. And likewise, it's understanding you're layered. Okay, we have the emotional layer, the spiritual, the mental, the physical. All of these layers have to be dealt with. You know, we can look at things from the spiritual point of view and say, okay, that was an experience, but we have to get into the emotional and the mental layer. The mental includes the ego. What was the ego hit of that? Or how did it shift your ego? How did something bring in programming? The emotional layer, that's your inner child, that's your shadow. What was created? What needs to be reconciled? And then we have the physical layer, which many of us are working on, that dense physical layer right now. And it's not fun. It's not fun. It's difficult. And there's a lot that's coming up, a lot to where the body's going, you know, I was carrying a lot. I was carrying a lot. And now my back doesn't want to work properly. My hips are hurting. It's, how is the body talking to you? What is the body showing you? So ask yourself these questions to help you through this process. Now, another way that you can get some assistance through this process is I'm offering a distance healing tomorrow. And I'm probably going to do it from the swim spa, because what I'm finding is when I'm in water, and I'm such a water baby, that the energy is greater and it flows more. And so I'm able to get the bulk done in the water, and then I can get out of the water and then finish it up. So tomorrow's healing is going to be done in the afternoon, and it is a distance healing. You will not be connecting with me live. It's $11.11 per person and pet, and the pets are really, boy, they are just in it with us, aren't they? And sometimes we can look at our pets and as the barometer. You know, if mine are, one's throwing up or one's really clingy, I'm like, ooh, the energies are a lot. They're a whole lot. So if you would like to join that, there is a link in the write-up here. I hope that you have a beautiful solstice and a wonderful holiday season. So just be easy on yourself, because this is a lot right now. It's a lot. And it's okay that we acknowledge that. Take care, and sending you lots and lots of love.